what I like to see. Because I'm in the house. Hi. Sneaky here. I'm just going to do a bit of a live stream for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. We'll see how we get along. See who joins or whatever. I'll have a quick drinkage while I'm waiting here. Hang on. So, where are we? Right, geezer, how you going? Just let me change all this around. That's better. I know what I'm doing now. Right. Got my 3D print up and running again. Well, one of them. I've just put all new nozzles in, basically. So I've got a load of new. I've had. Put it this way, I've got about 1,000 to 1,500 pounds worth of filament that I bought ages and ages ago, just to stock up. And now I've got these new nozzles, which are super fine, super duper, bloody expensive. They're not the normal brass ones you get, which wear out really quick. These are tungsten carbide coated, blah 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 blah. They're really good anyway. So Sneaky Wife and Sneaky Girl got both got new cars. So trying to fight because Sneaky Girl's got a Motorola and Sneaky Wife's got a Vodafone. Okay. So what I've done, this is a universal, yes, universal car phone holder, basically, and it goes on the air vent. And basically, these sides here, if I zoom in and go around, you'll see what I mean. Okay. Basically, this goes over here, and it goes in and out. Basically, I've got some pictures here. If I show you, no, unfortunately, I've not been able to install on run Simplify 3D this particular program on Gen 2, unfortunately. But hey, I've got about 6 disk trays on the 6 hard drives on the go. Excuse me, at the moment. So you know. Plenty of time. Just want to show you this before I do anything else. If I go to my print folder, if I go to the universal one here and some images, basically it looks something like this. Okay, so you've got a little elastic band in the middle, and it grips the phone on either side. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm printing in PLA, because that's recyclable, I'm going to put some little sticky rubber on either side so it grips the phone properly, and see how we go, basically, yeah? If you understand. Yeah. There we go. So that's what this is. Now when I imported the file, everything was upside down, so basically you have to move everything around, which is easy to do. You just move the axis over here. So I had to rotate everything to minus 180 degrees so it's standing up. If I'd have printed the other way around, I would have had to have so much support in these positions here. Can you see? Here and here. That'd just been full of support and wasted filament at the end of the day. Did you make? That's nice of you to see. Nice to see you here. We're doing 3D printing tonight, as you can see. Well, I'm going to do a bit of 3D printing, designing. I've not got one of my pies set up for a camera on the machine yet, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a time lapse of printing for quite a few things. So anyway, we're all set up to print this file, okay, which is a phone holder. If you've only just joined. Now I've got to add a process. If I go here. This is for my Flash Full Dreamer, by the way. So I'm going to print in PLA. Actually, I don't know why it's on these settings. That's better. I can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to give this, because I want it to have a bit of weight, about 50% infill. So infill basically means, guys, the infill of the print itself. You could have it hollow if you want to. When I print little Pikachus and that for the kids at school, I do them hollow. So there's no infill at all. So they don't weigh anything. They only take 10 minutes to print. It's really good. So I'm using the right extruder. Yeah, just the nozzle diameter. That looks fine for me. This is specifically set up for my printer, so that's super duper. So far since putting these nozzles on, I've not had to play with these retraction distances and retraction speed. Sometimes on certain prints you will have to change these, but you know, don't look at me doing it. Go and watch some of the other guys. Okay, there's quite a few nice guys who do this, and I watch their stuff as well. So anyway, temperature. Let's go down here. But heated bed, I'm going to leave it 60 for the time being. Okay, I'm leaving it at 60 because it's got some material on the bed, especially like build tack type material. But it's been on there a long time now, and it's not tacking anymore. I've got some more sheets to put on there. So what I basically do is put the temperature up a bit, so we get a decent couple of layers on first. So anyway, it says 210 for my temperature. Now I've had to play with this filament. It's a new reel. It's only eSun and it's quite cheap, but 210 is okay. but it had trouble feeding some of the stuff through. So what we're going to do, we're going to change that to 212. So that's an easier thing for it to do, basically, at the end of the day. So I'm going to use a right extruder only. This is a dual extruder machine, so I've got 2 extruders, etc, etc, etc. Alright. So that looks all hunky-dory. Do I need any... Well, I've got infill there, I've put down to 50 additions. Yes, I've got a skirt and a brim. Basically, it puts a ring round the print, and basically gets the stuff flowing, the filament, at the end of the day. Okay. So I'm going to OK that, and this is what we do. I'll zoom out so you can see. We prepare to print that. Hello, prepare to print. And that's rendered that completely already, okay? Now I want to see how that's going to print. So if I move around like this, if you hang on a minute, I'm just going to have a drinkage while I'm doing it. Okay. Ooh. Cream soda-y appley. Oh, everybody doing that, are they? Ah, be alright. We can always catch up later, can't we? No worries. I never seem to catch Steve's, actually. Because we work at different ends of the 24-hour spectrum, shall we say. Completely, okay? I mean, I don't go to bed sometimes till 4 or 5 in the morning, so a bit of a night owl, to be honest with you. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, we're going to see how it's going to print. So I'm going to run that down the way down here. Can you see? Now this is showing you how it's going to print layer by layer. So I'm printing both these parts at the same time. Can you see? There you go. Let's go. I can't see any problem with it at the moment. If I zoom in a bit more, I might be able to see a bit more. I didn't even know you had a stream, Retro IT. I really didn't. Okay. I'm not sure if anybody watches mine, really. Well, I did the other week. I had quite a few people watching the other week, but it was a really late one. I mean, I'm talking about, I think it might have been 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd had a few at the time, by the way. So I was rambling, and I couldn't even understand myself, so I stopped, basically, at the end of the day. So anyway, I'm drinking. So we've zoomed in a bit, okay? Just see if there's any mistakes, okay, or if it's not going to print correctly. But so far, so good. Can you see how it's building up the layers slowly? Up we go. I can't see any problems at all. Now, I'll give it 50% infill, can you see? No, I don't think there's going to be too much, for a simple reason. I want it to last, like, until the cars blow up, basically. Not what girls are like. Nothing against any females watching, by the way. But my girls like typical girls, like, as soon as something stops, Dad, fix it. Husband, fix it. That's all I get. I'm just the fixer and the taxi driver. And the people who goes mad some evenings, sometimes. They was all looking at me a bit funny the other night because I was doing some calculations for relativity and time travel. And I blew my head up for a bit and I went back to it a couple of times. Anyway, that's going to print really nice, and the top on that is going to be great. I'm going to be looking forward to printing this. So yeah, that looks super duper. I'm liking that. I'm going to zoom out a bit. There we go, go straight up at the top. I must get a new cable for this microphone, by the way. It seemed to put out quite a bit of interference, if you know what I mean. So I want to save that. Excuse me. Now I want to save that to the desktop. No, I didn't want to do that. Go back. Oh, it just did, sorry. We'll save there. So if I open my desktop, that will be there. So I'll minimise that. And there's my G code, and that basically you can either run it directly from your machine or chuck it onto a SD card, which I do. I just put everything on an SD card. About once every month the SD card goes bang, and then you have to reload everything, but hey, it doesn't really matter. I've got this is a new print file. I've also got a really big print file on an external hard drive that I've not loaded onto the machine because I don't need to use it just yet, to be honest with you. Anyway, and that's how we do it. Now, I've got here, I took this snowflake vase. Oh, Ghost, there you go, mate. I'm going to print a lot of Christmas presents this year. I thought I'd make the most. I didn't bother last year, and I should have done, because I've done some fantastic stuff that I've gave away. Basically, this is a snowflake vase. This is the actual design. Hang on, let me do that. Okay. Thingy view, yeah, we'll go to thingy view. That's the actual basic design. This is a solid one, but we want it as empty. So we'll close that down. Is that empty, that one there? Yeah, it is empty. I was just making sure, actually. So there's, oh, he's giving me, oh, nice. He's giving me all the SCAD stuff as well. Okay, so I can run that through. So I'm going to download all them files. That's going to be a snowflake bars. One zip, so I must have already downloaded it, but it doesn't really matter. So download there. Keep it in my save section there. Okay. I'm going to minimise you. Oops, let's get rid of him first, by the way. I'm going to minimise you. Yeah, it's interesting. I thought I'd do something a bit different. I mean, certain people are good at certain stuff, and I'm not very good at rambling. I'm not really good at that. Not really good at it at all. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So maybe ramble then. I've downloaded the file. So I'm going to go to my print file first. And I go here, here. Make sure I've not got one already. Create a folder. I'm going to go with Snow Vase. Or vase if you're in the United States, but vase is the correct pronunciation. Okay, get that started, shall we? Okay, we'll go back to my download folders. So I want my vase, wherever it's gone. Bag, bow tie, coat. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to unzip that basically. Or extract it to my print folder. Where are we? Snow Vase. And we're going to extract it straight there. Okay, we're done. Thank you very much. We can come out of there. And now we're going to see how it comes out in our slicing software, which is Simplify 3D. Now this one here, I'm going to exit the preview mode. Go to File, go to New. I want to save that one just in case I have to make some alterations to it. Okay. Hey, do you know what comments appear on your stream faster than others? Is there I'm using quite a high setting to streaming, plus I've got an 80, no, my speed went up to nearly 100, so I've got nearly 100 megabits a second now. Or megabits, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That might be the reason why. My upload speed's, I think it's 50, my upload. It's half of my download, so yeah. Yes, it is live, baby. Okay, where am I? Where am I going to put it? Oh yeah, I'll put it in my prints folder again, shall I? So I'll open up there and we'll save them in there. That just means it's already there if I want to use it. Yes, Kino Games, this is Linux Lite on this particular drive, yes. I've now got 6 hard drives in this case. Poor thing, I know. Terrible, isn't it? So now, I'm going to import that vase and see what it looks like on my, this is my print bed, obviously. It's the largest one I've got as well, so... Oh, when it does it, go back one. There we go. Snow Vase. And let's see what it looks like. Well, at the moment, that is solid. Now I don't want it solid, do I? So I'm going to have to make that hollow, basically. I'll do that in a minute. But that's quite small. So what I'd really want to do, to be really honest with you, is... I don't know. What do I do with that? That's a bit too small for a gift, really, isn't it? And I can make it bigger, so if I scale it a bit more, if we go up. There we go. I'm not going to make it hollow just yet, but that's the sort of size I'd want, basically. So I'm done there, okay? That's a nice size for a gift for somebody, basically. Put a little LED light in it. I know when I was initially created this name, so I'm trying to keep up with all the chat at the same time, guys, because otherwise we fall behind really quick, don't we? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, what do I want to do here? Do I want to use any of these? No. I'm a bit rusty, to be honest with you. I haven't used a printer for until last week, about 3-4 months. I've been so busy doing other stuff. No, okay. You know what? I'm going to see what it would be to do that. So I'll add a PLA one again. I don't want any infill, do I? Let's see what happens if I do that. I've never had to play with one of these solid ones before. Normally they're all empty already. Remember, you can go over to Tinkercad and design your own online, so it's super fun. So right extruder. I'll just keep it at that. Make sure the temperature's the right temperature. Right extruder. Yeah, that's fine. So locate it. I'm just sitting on infill. It should be 0. Lovely. And see how that comes out. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Let's prepare to print, as they say. Hello, Shita. How are you? Oh, all the girls have gone out. Sneaky Girls got a big party for uni to go to, so Sneaky Wife took her. Remember, it's an hour and 10 minutes drive there and 10 minutes drive back, because she still can't drive on her own. That'll be another story. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, prepare to print. Let's go. Oh, that's still solid. And that would take 3 hours and 37 minutes. okay, because that's solid, as you can see. What I'd normally do, you make that hollow, and off you go, basically, at the end of the day. I'll show you another one, shall I? Hang on. Let me come back. Exit preview mode. We'll come back to another vase. So if we go back, there's loads and loads here. Thingiverse is just one of the only ones. It's not the only one. There's loads out that I do use. But after a while, when I first got my printer 2 years ago, this is what you do first. You really print stupid stuff. And then you go, hang on a minute, I'm just wasting money here. And you actually start printing stuff that you need. Like I broke the shelf on my fridge. All right. If I wanted to buy it from Beko, it was like nearly £50 for this little plastic bit. So I just designed one and printed it. And it was great. Anyway, what was I? Oh, yeah. Vases. Let's have a look. It looks a nice one. Any more nice ones? I've done these before. These are quite good. Oh, and these square ones here are quite good as well. And you can get translucent filament as well that actually changes colour. You know what I mean? Of course you do. Oh, that's nice. Oh, rockets as well. I've got them. They're really popular. What else? Oh, what's that? Ah, that's not a real one. Let's have a look. Oh, it could be, couldn't it? Thing files. What have we got in there? Aha, gotcha. We'll try the paper bag vase and see how that works, okay? So download my vase again. Paper bag vase. Thank you very much. Save my downloads. Lovely jubbly. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Go back to my folder. I do this for simplicity because what happened on my last installation, I had everything everywhere, okay? And so it was just a right mess. And so this time I thought to myself, let's keep it a bit tidy. Unlike my desk, which is a bomb. So we're going to do this paper bag vase or vase, whatever you want to call it. We'll go back to my downloads. On the download, as you know what I mean. Paper bag, 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 paper bag. Oh, here it is. Okay. And we're going to extract that directly to my print folder. In we go and extract. Lovely, we're all done. So we can now come out of there. Where are we? You doing your emojis again, mate? Yeah. Okay. So my paper bag vase is in there. Right, let's do a new one, okay? Where are we? No, I don't want to save that one. Okay. So we'll import again. Go back one. Go to prints. Paper bag vase. Hollow. Hollow's always better. That's a bit big. It's a little bit big. Shall I make that smaller? That's ginormous. Let's scale that down 50%. I'm not even sure 50% is going to be enough. Oh, no, it should be. Hang on, let's have a look. That must be from one of the big boy printers. There's some of these big red ones printers. They're like taller than me, and you can pick them up for around about £2 if you've got the basically know where you are. I'll show you in a minute actually. So there's that one there. That looks fine to me. That actually been quite nice. I've got a nice blue filament in there at the moment, so we're going to add that process again. Make sure it's the right extruder. Can we get? Yeah, we'll get away with no infill with that, I reckon. That'll be fine. Alright, just a tiny amount, about 5%. And temperature, please tell me. Right extruder, 212. We're just going to OK all that for the time being, alright? Still in PLA. We're prepared to print. I know, it's enormous. My printer couldn't hold it. It's not like that big a build volume as it is. Oh, that looks quite good actually, doesn't it? I might start printing it tonight when I go to bed. Should be done in the morning. So if I go here, I'll zoom in to make sure there's going to be no errors. Now what I'm going to be doing here, we can do it by layer or by line, but I'm going to do it by layer basically. We can move along to see if there's going to be any errors as we're going up. So if I zoom in even more, I did have a Delta type printer, Bash RC, or I've had two actually. The first one was that terrible plastic one. Oh my god, it was awful, awful. I didn't even put it together. I soon opened the box and went, oh shit, what did I swear? Sorry. I thought, oh my god, I must sell this immediately. So I didn't put it together or anything. So it's super duper and everything else like that. And I got rid of it on eBay for what I paid for it, which was around about £65. Okay. Well, they put it together, and what had happened is the wiring was all wrong in the controller and everything. And I went, I'll email them and try and get you one. But then he managed to get rid of it on somebody else. So that printer is never going to get built ever. No, never. Anyway, was I? Oh yeah, I was down here, wasn't I? So anyway, that's building up nicely line by line. Can you see? Yeah, that's going to be a really. I'm going to do that tonight. I really am. That is going to be fantastic. That'd be a really good gift for my colleague, probably colleagues at school. Because that's going to be quite big, you know. Quite big. If I do that in translucent red, or should I do it in colour changing? I don't know. Anyway, save that. I like that. Yeah, we'll save it there, no problem. My holidays. Yeah, I'll show you. Well, actually, where I got one of my printers from. Actually, if I go here, I found one of these up for you. Was it 3D? 3D. 3D. What was it? You know what? 3D Dreams. That's it. I think it's my local one. That's the one there. This is just down. Well, it takes about an hour and 45 minutes to drive from my house. It's down near Portsmouth in Gosport. Very nice chaps there. Really, really helpful, etc., etc. Oh yeah, okay, Kino. I'm going to show you what you buy here while you're here. It comes on these rolls here. The picture's gone. He's a nice guy. Helped me out quite a lot when I first started. You buy rolls of filament and it comes in kilogram reels basically. So if I go to, where are we? I'll show you. I don't think I've got my printer anymore. No, mine's very similar to this, and I paid the same. It's actually almost identical. It's not actually. I'll show you. But I've got the Dreamer, which is an older model, but same price, same specs basically. I don't think there's any change in the build volume basically. So filaments. We want PLA filament, okay? You would want to start with that. The smell coming off ABS filament is awful. Okay, you need to be a really, really good ventilated room. Okay. So anyway, my filament. Okay, Colorfab's a nice filament. Okay, so we'll have a look. 1.75. There's two sizes of filament. There's the 1.75, which for my printers. Then if you get the Ultimaker printers or the big boy printers and stuff like that, they use a 3mm reel basically. So anyway, here we go. You can buy it in lumps like this, in kilogram reels. Colorfab is a good filament, although the second one that I had from them weren't too good. There's a couple of British companies that make really good filament as well. But I'm using some eSun at the moment that I got off of eBay for £11. Now as you can see, £11 and £32.40, big difference, isn't there? Especially if you're doing really large prints that take ages and ages and ages to do, you know. What have I printed out? A lot of Code Club stuff, so badges and icons for the kids at school, phone holders for cars, phone holders and charger holders for at home, washing machine parts, car vent parts. When you know when does your wives do this, right? They poke the air vent when no air comes out and it breaks, right? So I got a price for an air vent for a Volkswagen Beetle, the newer version, and it was saying like 100 odd quid. I thought, you can go swivel, you know. So I looked and looked, and I found a similar one online of actual design for the vent, and so I made some adjustments to it and printed one out for around about 87p. So that's what's in the car now, basically. Okay. Anyway, this is Colorfab stuff. If we go to Amazon, okay, go to Amazon. Now you've got to beware of some 3D printing and stuff, okay? For the simple reason, some is rubbish. So if I put PLA 1.75 filament in all departments will be fine, and you'll see what I mean. Now this rigid ink stuff, I've got to tell you, is the best stuff I've ever used. It is the best stuff. It is expensive, but it is the best stuff. Yes, I've printed a couple of tuxes, by the way, Shaitar. Got to keep with it. I've also done some Linux bracelets for the kids at school. When they do well, they get something. I've printed parts from a fridge. Oh, I've got a Dyson. One of our vacuum cleaners is a Dyson. I don't know if you know my. It breaks quite a bit. The parts are not very well made. Lucky enough, there's enough prints and designs online that you can just print a replacement for around about 50p to £1. So it's super duper, if you know what I mean. Anyway, where am I? Right, Prima. It's 15 quid now. It's a lot of money. Right, okay. When I bought I got some Prima value print. It does print fine. You just, once you finish using it, like for that night, you got to take it off the printer, put it back in its bag with some silica gel, and make sure it's sealed. Otherwise, it just dries out, and then you lose half the roll. Hello, Sudo. How are you, mate? All right. Good. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, this 3D Prima stuff is really good. Even that's only £15. I only paid £11–10 for it, something like that. Oh, Sunlu I've got. It's not. I do some really fantastic colours, but you have to adjust the temperature when you're printing at the end of the day. And I didn't pay that for that either. But yeah, as you can see, filaments go from between nowadays £15 up to £55–60, all depending what you want to printing at the end of the day. Okay, so that was that bit out of the way. Anyway, where was it? Oh yeah, we was doing down here. There we go. We was just, if you've only just joined, I've just downsized this paper bag vase, and I'm going to print that later on actually. Because trying to find some stuff to print for leisure is quite difficult. I prefer actually designing it myself in Tinkercad at the end of the day. But yeah. So I've exported that, so that'll be super duper. So I can now close that. Ding 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 ding. I mean, if you do get new into 3D printing, this is the first port of call, as I said to you before. Say you've got a Raspberry Pi. Watch this, okay? I mean, I've got some of my designs on here as well, actually. Okay, there we go. There we go. Raspberry Pi 3 case. Excuse me, I just burped. Okay. Right, these are all the cases that people have designed and put up. I've done a lot of made some parts for my actual printer to make it work better. What you'll find also, if you've got an older 3D printer, what will actually happen is you'll have to do some adjustments to it to make it print properly. You can't just get it out of the box and they go. Actually, saying that, this one did print okay out of the box, but there's some things you need to do, like case mounts and stuff like that, and filament holders and reels and stuff. So there's one here, Raspberry Pi case, to make it look like a Super Nintendo. I've printed one of those for my Pies. What else we got down there? That's a nice one. It's clear. I'm not sure if I like that too much, to be honest with you. No. I'm trying to find some nice ones for you, really, at the end of the day. Oh, that looks alright. Let's have a look. Raspberry Pi 3 case with camera and Dyborg. Oh, so you get a fat with it as well. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, no, I don't like it. No. Don't like that at all. But at the end of the day, it's anything you want to print in 3D. It's anything you want to print whatsoever. I mean, I've got some flexible materials as well, although that's really difficult to print with, and I've blown some nozzles up with that at the end of the day. Okay, so if we go to Explore, and we go to Categories, for instance, this is just if you're new to 3D printing and you just don't know what to print or how to, this is the easy way to do it. So, say you want to print a drone. Yes, you can print your own drone, if you so wish to do so. Your own tank. Okay, so your robot tank. Super duper. Frame pods for your stuff. A radio controlled ship with 2 propellers. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you, man. I'll show you. Look, just print it. Just print it. It's easy peasy. But as he says there, it's only a work in progress. Yeah, there are so many possibilities. You're so correct there. I really agree with you. A speaker stand. Actually, that's a good idea. I could do some of them. Thank you for getting me to go here. Really good. Yeah, but that's basically all I can say about 3D printing. I'll tell you what, we will go to... I'll show you. Tinkercad. Okay. Yeah. We'll get in there. This is all free, guys, okay? You don't have to pay anything. They just want you to sign up, okay? But it's a really good site. So if we go to sign in, Managing social providers. Using Google. Yes, I've done that already. Hurry up. And here we are. Oh, fantastic. This kept all my old stuff. This is here. These are one of the badges I've done for my code club. So if I go to tinker this, show you. Oh, the drinkers one's doing that. This is the badge I designed for my code club guys. So I've made it quite solid and just put code club in the middle there. And there's little key fobs so I can put it on the zip on their bags and stuff like that. And basically you can make anything you want here. Some of the guys that do the 3D printing have done some really long tutorials because you can spend hours designing some stuff, really intricate stuff. But for me, this is a good way to start out, and it's easy to get kids to do it as well because it's quite simple. You've got your basic shapes and you just join the shapes together at the end of the day. That's all you have to do. Yeah, really simple. Simples. So anyway, we go back and that's our bag basically. Our bag all done. And we'll be printing that a bit later. In actual fact, I'm going to print it now. Okay guys. So I might see some of you later if anybody else is streaming. Okay. And we'll come back and do some more. Ooh, maybe next weekend. Or maybe tomorrow, who knows. Sneekylinux out. I see you later. Bye bye. See you later, guys.